Dear son, I would really appreciate your help in liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notification bell. I will be forever grateful to you for this. Hear this call with undivided attention, maximum alert. A hidden energy is shaping what lies ahead, carrying promises that defy ordinary limits. I move within silent details, activating potentials that once seemed unreachable. Each breath holds proof of renewal as I shift circumstances beyond human foresight. Trust my ability to realign every aspect of your life, reminding you that no barrier stands forever. My power awakens new beginnings where doubt once lingered. Stay watchful. Step up now. I am the source of infinite possibility, infusing your being with vigor that overturns limitation. Dare to open your heart, for my touch dissolves hurdles you once deemed unyielding. Where fear once whispered defeat, I proclaim triumph, shaping new outcomes in the quiet. Remain alert to subtle changes, for they reveal my transforming hand. Place your faith in my seamless design, knowing I elevate each step toward a horizon where hope overflows. Let expectancy surge within. My oath stands firmly. Trust that this concealed power seeks your consent to flourish, for my hand cannot force growth on a hesitant heart. When shadows threaten to distort your vision, remember that I already see the victory I have shaped for you. Lean on my unseen workings, realizing that precision marks every shift. Let hope stand guard over your thoughts, for I transform obstacles into platforms of ascent. In your humble surrender, divine outcomes emerge, unveiling fresh chapters only I could author. Rise higher. When doubt attempts to overshadow your progress, pause and sense my presence anchoring you in infinite security. I weave countless threads of possibility, turning perceived losses into unexpected triumphs. Release anxiety and observe how each moment is carefully guided by my perfect intentions. Darkness surrenders to the light I provide, renewing your perspective. Remain poised in faith, assured that my workings transcend every boundary established by the world around you, soar beyond all limits. Observe the steady momentum lifting your spirit, even when logic fails to explain its origin. My influence exceeds human reason, primed to restore what seemed lost. Do not focus on obstacles, for my authority turns them into stepping stones leading you toward higher purpose. Let your heart resonate with the assurance I whisper into your quiet hours. Where despair once roamed, my promise of renewal now stands, calling you to see how each twist aligns with my eternal plan. Trust my unseen hand now. If you trust my power, type, God oversees my destiny. Dear son, I would really appreciate your help in liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notification bell. I will be forever grateful to you for this. My voice calls out within your inner silence, inviting you to acknowledge miracles in everyday encounters. Each choice, made with sincere trust, carries the potential to reshape what was once stagnant. Where others see limitation, I plant seeds of vast possibility, redirecting steps toward fuller meaning. Attend to gentle urges that stir your heart, for in them you find clues of my involvement. Let confidence replace fear, and watch how my promises take root. Continue in faith. Remain assured that I am never distant from your struggle, for my compassion flows endlessly. Even when confusion attempts to steal clarity, my voice persists in gentle whispers of direction. In your willingness to trust, you align with divine orchestrations that surpass human logic. Recall that this hidden energy sets entire worlds into motion, so your life is no exception. Let gratitude rise, for I refashion failure into a stage for unparalleled breakthroughs. Continue in faith. Though you may not see each connection forming behind the scenes, be certain I weave every strand with purposeful detail. Whenever hopelessness stirs, remember my ability to revive what appears lifeless. Stand firm and observe how I turn closed doors into openings timed for your benefit. Trust my thorough involvement, for I orchestrate beyond the boundaries of human strategy. I prepare you to receive blessings you once thought impossible. Continue in faith. Look upon challenges as opportunities for my greatness to shine, instead of reasons to retreat. What seems irreversible in human terms bends under my authority, shifting outcomes swiftly. The hidden force at work supports your growth, molding circumstances that expand your capacity to trust. Remain attentive to small signs of change, for through them I display my power in unmistakable ways. Your future is held securely in my eternal blueprint. Continue in faith. I draw near in your most silent hours, reminding you that no adversity can extinguish the spark I placed within. Let my reassurance permeate each doubt, lifting your spirit to see above temporary storms. My timing remains flawless, orchestrating progress when others say it cannot be done. Delight in my capacity to turn impossible odds into triumphant realities. Prepare your heart to witness sudden shifts, for I delight in unveiling blessings at the perfect moment. Continue in faith. If you sense my guidance, type, "My faith is unshakable." I speak through gentle inclinations that prompt you to move when logic says stay, and to wait when haste seems best. My counsel can appear subtle, yet it carries the power to realign your entire course. Allow me to lead your thoughts toward higher reflections, so you may discover answers hidden in plain sight. The energy at work within you is not random, it is my deliberate orchestration. Watch how I mold your weaknesses into channels of boundless grace. Continue in faith. Hold firmly to the knowledge that nothing occurs beyond my oversight, for even chaos must yield to my plan. When you struggle with despair, envision my hand drawing possibility from the rubble. My presence expands your expectations, replacing fear with an inner calm that stands unshaken. Let gratitude guide each step, for thankfulness opens the doorway to deeper wisdom. Remain conscious of my voice, certain that I turn confusions into triumphs. Continue in faith. In the quiet depths of your heart, you will sense my absolute care, urging you to see past current troubles. This hidden force rearranges obstacles, carving a way toward outcomes blessed beyond measure. May your hope rise on the wind of my promise, for I do not abandon what I have begun. The shift you yearn for can materialize in the blink of an eye, propelled by my authority. Prepare for a dawn where limitations collapse under the weight of new possibility. Continue in faith. When disappointments strike, recall that my capacity to redeem knows no limitation. I transform sorrow into stepping stones for strength, forging unimaginable breakthroughs. Surrender the urge to fix everything by yourself, and allow my guidance to intervene where your power falls short. Through your willingness to trust, I breathe life into dormant aspirations, setting them into motion at just the right time. Stand still and see how I bring the miraculous to pass. Continue in faith. Be courageous, for my authority undergirds each event unfolding around you. No upheaval can upset my design, which remains steady despite human uncertainty. I am orchestrating a transition that illuminates fresh pathways, offering you perspectives never before seen. Let your spirit rise in quiet anticipation, because I summon answers from sources you never suspected. Accept the magnitude of my plan, and find peace in knowing I hold every detail in my steadfast care. Continue in faith. If you believe in my might, type, "God paves my every step." Dear son, I would really appreciate your help in liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notification bell. I will be forever grateful to you for this. Let not the world's noise drown out my quiet assurances, for I speak beyond the clamor of shifting circumstances. I am ever present, ready to guide each decision toward fruitful ends. Trust that I allow trials to refine you, removing doubts and refining your capacity to rely on me. Nothing slips past my watchful eye, and no crisis stands outside my redeeming touch. Continue forward with the certainty that I have meticulously crafted solutions for every worry. Continue in faith. Where you see lack, I see potential for multiplication. Where you see closure, I open new doors. Every aspect of your existence rests safely in my compassion, which orchestrates events more flawlessly than any human plan. This is how I redirect sorrow into comfort and impossibility into living testimony. Rest in this truth. I am always moving in ways unseen, readjusting the world around you to align with my ultimate goodness. Continue in faith. Value the whispers of conviction I place in your spirit, for they speak volumes about my approach. I gently shift you away from harmful paths and invite you into arenas where blessings abound. My hidden energy propels your growth, infusing each challenge with purpose. Remain open to my small nudges, for they often carry the greatest revelations. Hold fast to hope, because I shape destinies with love that surpasses every human definition of possibility. Continue in faith. In my timeline, setbacks become pivotal moments for transformation, realigning your life to reach new heights. Do not let confusion dominate your heart, for I am the clearer of chaos. Through unexpected ideas and timely helpers, I show you that no predicament stands immune to my intervention. Keep your eyes on my unwavering truth and see how my plan unfolds with matchless precision. Even the greatest storms yield to my supremacy, giving way to sunlight. Continue in faith. Each day arrives bearing my fingerprint, offering opportunities too profound to be chance. My grace weaves through every second, ensuring that even mundane tasks become platforms of discovery. I use the simplest encounters to deliver pivotal messages, urging you to perceive divine intricacies all around. By choosing to trust, you invite my boundless influence to reshape your outcomes. Abandon the notion that your future is sealed by limits, for I alone define what can be. Continue in faith. If you trust my perfect plan, type, God rewrites my impossible. When worry looms, recall that I establish peace at a level deeper than any anxious thought. My presence attends each breath, steadying your steps and widening your perspective. I replace panic with clear vision, urging you to believe in the outcome I have planned. Take heart in knowing that while you face earthly constraints, I abide in limitless reality. Let your spirit rest in this higher truth, for I orchestrate solutions beyond your wildest imaginings. Continue in faith. Celebrate the forward motion I stir within you, even if progress appears gradual. By trusting my timing, you harmonize with a schedule that surpasses human deadlines. Rejoice in the assurance that I complete every good work I begin, leaving no detail unresolved. Dare to speak hope into each situation, calling forth what seems lacking into abundant fruition. I am the architect of deliverance, sealing every promise with unwavering faithfulness. Continue in faith. Breathe deeply, for my vitality courses through you, making each phase of existence sacred. Do not let the voices of doubt rob you of the incredible blessings I have stored in hidden places. As you remain mindful of my goodness, you will see pathways forming where logic finds none. Expect breakthroughs in areas once dismissed as lost causes, because my power revitalizes everything. Your steadfast belief draws you closer to the unveiling of my limitless provisions. Continue in faith. Dear son, I would really appreciate your help in liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notification bell. I will be forever grateful to you for this. Allow compassion to flow through your actions, mirroring the benevolence I extend each day. By sowing mercy, you align yourself with my heart, and in doing so, awaken a cycle of grace that bears fruit in unexpected ways. Every kind act resonates throughout creation, amplifying the radiance of love. Remember, no deed is too small for me to utilize. I choose simple moments to prove that I hold all circumstances in the palm of my hand, forever attentive to your needs. Continue in faith. Stay focused on the subtle ways I confirm my presence, whether through a sudden sense of calm or a door swinging open at the right instant. Resist the urge to force your own outcomes, for I have a clearer vantage point. Trust my movements, which never cease working on your behalf. What was once shattered can be restored through my design, eliminating fear that used to paralyze you. Give your faith room to flourish, and watch how I transform your perspective completely. Continue in faith. If you await my miracles, type, God holds my unfolding future. My declarations stand unshaken by human opinions, for they originate in a realm not bound by mortal law. Resist the temptation to measure success by shifting standards, and place your confidence in my consistent guidance. I know the longings you carry, and I steer each chapter toward resolutions that surpass your largest dreams. Even conflicts yield when subjected to my dominance, revealing answers your mind could not conceive. Persist in faith, for I am ever on your side. Continue in faith. Let gentleness mark your words and thoughts, reflecting the calm assurance I offer. In times of misunderstanding, rely on my counsel to mend what human reasoning cannot fix. I breathe fresh hope into the spaces you thought abandoned, proving that no area of life escapes my generosity. Wait patiently, for I orchestrate precise moments to deliver solutions. Remain alert, for my signals often rise like dawn, softly scattering the night of confusion with perfect light. Continue in faith. Though the world changes rapidly, my nature remains a steady anchor, ever ready to hold you firm. In the swirl of shifting events, I elevate your spirit, empowering you to stand victorious against turmoil. Let trust be your shield, confident that my power surpasses any temporary setback. Do not let fear dim your vision. Instead, cling to the certainty that I am actively preparing a path for you. Through each turn, I reveal the depth of my unbreakable commitment. Continue in faith. Grant yourself permission to expect my intervention, for I am not distant or uninterested in your cry. My invisible hand paves corridors of possibility, connecting pieces in ways you could not foresee. When all seems silent, believe that I am still involved, refining the conditions for a spectacular outcome. Look upon each closed gate as part of a redirection I have planned, leading you toward the fullness of my gifts. My love is forever engaged in shaping your destiny. Continue in faith. In this instant, feel the undercurrent of my sustaining might, carrying you toward outcomes that honor the greatness I placed within you. I remove the rubble of discouragement, strengthening your resolve to press on. Surrender worry, for you rest in my infinite care. Even your deepest pain can become the birthplace of restoration. Stand convinced of my power to resurrect new meaning from every setback, assured that when I start, I also finish, to display my boundless glory. Continue in faith. If you accept my triumph, type, God sparks my hidden future. Hear the silent stirring within, declaring that potent forces still shape your path toward unimagined horizons. No setback can withstand the authority I wield in your life, for I orchestrate outcomes with absolute precision. Keep a watchful spirit, prepared for shifts that uproot old assumptions. I am the one who widens boundaries once deemed unchangeable, ushering in a flow of renewal. Turn your attention to my signals, allowing hope to reshape every thought. My promise stands unwavering. Despite turmoil that threatens to steal your peace, my overarching plan remains undisturbed. Observe how even the smallest turn of events can serve my higher outcome. Let gratitude shield your heart from disbelief, for I extract abundant good from seeming chaos. Whenever you feel weighed down, recall that I uphold you with relentless care. My power needs no grand display to achieve transformation, for I choose subtle means to guide your steps. Rest in my sovereignty, for I am present. Consider the dreams you laid aside, doubting their fulfillment due to past disappointments. I fan those dormant sparks back to life, revealing that no vision is too lofty for my creative hand. Where others see limitation, my scope sees endless promise. Anchor yourself in this truth: what appears barren can flourish when touched by my provision. I craft outcomes beyond mortal logic, showing my ability to reverse every apparent dead end. Trust one, preserve what I plant. Listen for the whisper that directs you to stand firm in storms, for I use turbulent winds to elevate your perspective. Hold fast to the confidence that my oversight encompasses every dimension of your existence. In moments where desperation looms, remember my unwavering presence. Set your will toward expectancy, knowing I move on your behalf before you even sense the shift. My fingerprints rest upon each transition, ensuring that every piece of your puzzle finds perfect alignment. Let your faith speak louder than the voices urging surrender. Even trials that appear daunting are mere ingredients in my grander plan. I situate each element precisely, creating avenues of growth disguised as impediments. Where human sight perceives finality, I institute new developments that testify to my limitless approach. Reflect on past victories you once deemed impossible, and realize that I remain the same now. My current intervention holds the same enduring power and grace. If you trust my everlasting hand, type, my future stands in God's light. Lift your eyes to discover my solutions budding in the quiet corners of life. I press you gently toward opportunities that stretch your abilities, nurturing gifts once buried by uncertainty. Release the habit of doubting what you cannot see, for my realm surpasses tangible proof. I cultivate outcomes in the background, merging details at the precise moment. Resist cynicism, and let your spirit bask in my steady assurances. Through openness, you partake in my unfolding wonders. Know that I position each blessing with perfect timing, never too early and never too late. No human obstacle deters me, no miscalculation corrupts my design. My perspective transcends your present tensions, charting a course that leads to unimagined expansion. Even your stumbles become testimonies of my redemptive might, proving that no error surpasses my grace. Welcome my guidance, which gently recalibrates your intentions to align with the marvels I am releasing. Invite my influence to saturate every hope, enabling you to step beyond limitations. Discard the belief that scarcity defines your worth, for I am the infinite source who replenishes. I pour resilience into hearts that dare to believe in possibilities yet to be revealed. Every setback merely repositions you to witness my hand turning losses into favor. Let your mind rest on promises that stand firm, and observe how I rewrite fear into confidence. Keep your heart receptive to subtle cues that hint at my nearness. When it seems nothing stirs, my hidden force remains at work, integrating details you dismissed as irrelevant. That intangible nudge you sense could be my call, guiding you to speak life where negativity takes hold. Know that I strengthen every genuine effort aligned with integrity and love. I am the anchor preventing you from drifting, the steady force ensuring your story unfolds under heavenly direction. As you cultivate patience, watch how my orchestration weaves distant threads together. Those moments you labeled as delays often safeguard you from lesser outcomes, preserving you for my finest. Cast off anxiety, for I steer every outcome toward thriving rather than merely surviving. Let these words reassure you. My oversight spans both your quiet hours and your busiest days, coordinating them for your benefit. Rejoice, for I have not forgotten the miracles prepared for you. If you look for my signals, type, God's timing completes my hope. When opposition roars, remember that my authority towers above every threat. I disperse limitations through carefully timed breakthroughs, showcasing my power when it seems darkest. Let persistent faith silence the echo of fear, for I triumph over all shadows. Seek solace in my unwavering love, which reaches where no human hand can mend. I imprint possibility on every hardship, guaranteeing that even in bleak moments, I engineer a shift toward renewal. Stay confident. Think of each closed opportunity as my redirection, leading you closer to what you truly need. I rearrange paths that you believed were fixed, demonstrating that I am the ultimate planner. Trust that I shape destinies with an artistry unknown to mortal reasoning. Release the urge to force outcomes by your own power, for my methods outshine human strategy. I leave no page unwritten, ensuring each chapter reflects my overwhelming grace and unmatched ingenuity. The hidden current propelling your next steps carries my essence, bridging past lessons with future promise. No tear you shed goes unnoticed. I gather every sorrow and trade it for comfort. Keep your spirit pliable in my hands, for I transform burdens into cornerstones of your future. In my realms, today's defeat can manifest as tomorrow's unexpected triumph. Cling to these truths, for they shield you from the illusions of finality that the world tries to impose. Observe how your longing for progress meets my readiness to bless. I welcome your willingness to proceed without full clarity, revealing my power in incremental revelations. Gratitude prepares an atmosphere that fosters multiplied blessings, shifting your perception from lack to abundance. I delight in working beyond the boundaries you've unconsciously set. Continue forward, for I reaffirm daily that no external force outmatches my active involvement. Do not allow the noise of trivial distractions to drown out my ongoing invitation. I beckon you to consider deeper horizons where earthly restraints dissolve. My guidance leads to transformation powered by unstoppable grace. In trusting my direction, you sidestep snares that once threatened your growth. Look beyond the surface and perceive my fingerprints shaping each moment. Abide in belief that your future is stewarded by the one who sees far beyond any limitation. If you believe my promises stand, type, God's vision redefines my path. In every triumph, acknowledge my sustaining presence, for I alone enable triumph's full bloom. Your gifts find their highest expression through my enhancement. If pride overtakes your heart, recall the foundation of humility, where I meet you with mercy. I refine motivations that stem from ambition without alignment, guiding them to serve nobler ends. Whenever you honor me in your achievements, your capacity to bless others multiplies, fueling cycles of kindness that echo my heart. Let your heart remain soft enough to receive correction without bitterness, for discipline paves the way to excellence. I oversee each chapter of your story, editing unnecessary tangents that hinder purpose. By welcoming my correction, you escape traps of self-deception, aligning closer with my finest blueprint. I calm your restlessness with reassurances that my design for you remains unthreatened. Embrace sincerity, and watch how I amplify your gifts in the context of eternal significance. Realize that I elevate you not for personal glory, but to display my virtue through you. Success is a stewardship that demands compassion and humility. Treat each triumph as proof that I transform the ordinary into wonders that exceed imagination. Let your actions mirror my care, so those observing you perceive the essence of my nature. Holding blessings loosely, you safeguard your heart against arrogance, letting gratitude shape your every breath. Remain generous in spirit. When faced with a choice between self-serving paths and the greater good, remember how I value selflessness. I empower you to serve without depleting your own reserve, continually refilling you with unending grace. My hidden energy accelerates outcomes where kindness prevails. No deed of love escapes my notice. I weave them into an intricate tapestry of redemption. By giving to others, you invite abundance into your own life, for I oversee all with infinite resources. Concentrate on cultivating a viewpoint that sees potential even in overlooked situations. By staying alert, you uncover my fingerprints in places you once passed by unawares. I tailor circumstances to highlight your capacity to shine in darkness, proving that my strength is perfected in surrendered hearts. Rest assured that no scenario is too small or too bleak for my involvement. Claim courage in the face of your greatest fears, and see how I rewrite endings that once seemed final. If you cherish my guidance, type, God's mercy expands my life. Every season of waiting refines qualities you need for the next breakthrough I have scheduled. Instead of loathing delays, allow them to polish your patience and deepen your reliance on my pace. Recognize that I align countless details to create a favorable climate for your upcoming victory. The clock may seem slow, but my plan unfolds with impeccable accuracy. When the moment arrives, realize that no force can block what I have ordained. Remain steadfast, for I preside over time. Where relationships falter, my power mends rifts beyond human ability. Broken trust can become a channel for deeper bonding when surrendered to my redemptive process. I stir hearts to forgive and reconcile, proving no rift is unbridgeable. In times of strained unity, recall that my love holds the blueprint for restoration. Release grudges that shackle you, and watch how peace emerges like morning light after a long night. My intervention can reshape even the hardest hearts. Cling to the truth that I never abandon the plans I initiate. No misstep disqualifies you from my ongoing guidance, for I remain your unwavering advocate. Acknowledge your limitations, and in that honesty, invite me to fill the gaps you cannot overcome alone. Surrendering illusions of self-sufficiency opens doors for my boundless help. Trust that I remain near, speaking into your circumstances with a voice that transcends every impossibility. My power never runs dry. When obstacles tower, resist the urge to shrink back or doubt your calling. I have seeded gifts within you precisely calibrated to thrive under my watch. Let my words bolster your resolve, affirming that these hurdles serve as catalysts for growth. If you remain aligned with my truths, no barrier can undo the purpose I've woven into your life. Hold unwaveringly to hope, for I infuse your efforts with momentum that dismantles limitations. I specialize in conquering the unconquerable. I delight when you persevere despite limited evidence of progress, for it signals genuine trust in my character. Unlike shifting sands of human opinion, my nature is consistently faithful. Even if the road seems shadowed, keep walking with assurance in what I have promised. My hidden energy dismantles silent threats, revealing outcomes beyond calculation. Cherish the times you stand on nothing but faith, for that is where I showcase my majestic capability without constraint. If you await my response, type, God's voice echoes in my stillness. Address each new day as a portal for expanded wonders, rather than a routine repetition of the old. My grace prepares uncharted possibilities, coupling them with resources you never knew you had. Step forward gently, listening for my subtle directives that spark unexpected success. Assume that I am always orchestrating, eliminating random chance from your vocabulary. When you align your choices with my leading, you stand upon firm ground, forging paths that radiate my mercy. Persevere in love, even when confronted with hostility, knowing I bless the heart that chooses kindness against all odds. My empathy for your struggles transcends human compassion, guiding you to love from the purest source. Each instance you respond graciously, you mirror my own approach. Such acts resonate in realms unseen, shifting atmospheres and releasing blessings. Look beyond immediate resistance to see how my footprints carve fresh channels of restoration and favor. When clarity fades, fix your gaze on what remains unshakable, my promises. They function as landmarks in shifting terrain, guiding you in direction seems lost. Every syllable I speak contains creative force, generating possibilities that defy typical logic. Stand by these truths, for they steady you under fierce winds of doubt. Through unwavering commitment, you obtain a vantage point others miss, discerning the greater plan I weave. My words form a lighthouse in every storm. Respond to adversity with unwavering expectancy, convinced that my omnipotence dwarfs every trial. Even if countless doors slam shut, I preserve the one leading to unimaginable breakthroughs. Resist despair, for my will triumphs over the most entrenched opposition. Dare to believe that my favor can arise from corners long overlooked. Anticipate a turnaround so pronounced it leaves no doubt of my involvement. Your current situation is not your final chapter, for I still write. Look upon what I have done before as a preview of what I can do again, extended to greater magnitude. You cannot exhaust my capacity to renew. Your pleas never reach an inattentive ear, for I hear the unspoken depths. Keep your heart open to whispers that calm restless thoughts, grounding you in my steadfast truth. Each time you choose trust over hesitation, you magnify my presence in your life. Be convinced that I champion your cause, completing what you cannot finish alone. If you honor my power, type, God rebuilds every broken place.